Hey, I'm Mao. That's Nick.
I'm Nick.
And this is Worth the Watch, where we tell you if a film or TV show is
Worth the watch.
So this time around, we're going to be talking about the movie Flight. I know it came out in 2012. So think of it more as instead of a is it worth a watch, be like, is it worth the rewatch slash, like should you go back and watch it? Go, Nick. First thoughts for your thoughts only.
Do you want to give it like a rating maybe? Like
want to go off the rating first? Interesting. Okay,
yeah, let's go off the rating first.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna give it like a.
Ooh.
I think initially I thought 6.5.
I was thinking the same thing.
But
6.6.
I wanted to be a little generous and maybe give it like a 6.8 or something.
Bro,
like
just
that.
round it up to a 7 at that point.
Might as well just round it up to a 7.
All right. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna go 6.5 or 6. But since I made you round up, I'll round down. I'll go 6.
Okay.
I don't think. Cause don't get me wrong, I think it's definitely more good than
bad. Yeah, that's true.
But one thing that I just can't get over, it's just so fucking long.
The length. It was a 2.5 hour movie, right?
Something like that. Maybe a little less, but.
And I told you earlier, like, I felt like it was the same thing over and over. Like, I felt like it was just repetitive throughout the entire movie.
I agree.
Like, nothing new.
No.
It was just, we had one thing, him being, drunk, crashing the plane, saving people's lives. But it was just that the entire movie.
Yeah,
You know what
which
I mean?
is like, and I get it, like it is the point.
Yeah.
But like to me, and don't get me wrong, this is definitely like how an addict acts.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's even shown in like shows like Euphoria, where like you think they're getting better and then they get worse.
They get worse.
And then you
yeah.
think they get better and then they get worse
Worse
again.
again.
And but that like in my opinion, I just feel like they showed it too many times. Like this movie did not need to be more than 2 hours. Hell, it might not even been. It shouldn't have even been more than 90 minutes.
Definitely could have been.
And I also just felt like there was so much shit that was so unnecessary.
Like what?
Like, okay, we're building up. Well, first off, I hate whenever people include nudity for no reason, and the fact that the like
opened up like that, right?
Yeah, like I don't want to like spoil too much. I know I don't want to spoil anything at all, and this, in my opinion, isn't a spoiler. But like the first shot is a titty.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, yeah, it's so unnecessary.
I was watching, like we first started playing it, and I was looking, I was like, is that a titty? I was like, already? Like, damn.
I'm like, bro, what is with Denzel? And like,
bro, always having
these
nudity,
bad bitches,
man.
bro. Yeah, these bad bitches, bro. I'm telling you, like.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I think, like the girl that he ended up, I guess, like, not ended up, but like I guess he like dated her or whatever. Like the other druggie.
Oh,
Not the other druggie, because he's an alcoholic, not a druggie. But I think that was like so unnecessary. Like the whole beginning of her story, like her story was like great. Like I get, not great. Let me rephrase that. I get why it had to be there because you needed to show like in the hospital, but like you didn't need to show all that. The vocal, right? Like what, like the whole like porno scene. That was so unnecessary.
I was like, what the fuck was that? We never seen it ever again. There was no point in that.
Yeah.
We would have been fine without it.
I don't know. Just me, like I said though, like again, like it's too long. And it was just so like there was just so much shit that like I just feel like wasn't. And it was mostly to do with that girl. Like I'm so tired of like stories forcing romance. Like bro, you didn't need all that. Like his friend. The. I don't know what the fuck his name was. The white guy in the movie.
The big guy?
No, not the one that like
sells
yeah.
coke?
Yeah, I'm talking about like the one that like the one that was like his like military buddy.
Oh, okay.
Like that would have been perfectly fine. Like that would have been like we didn't need a romance in there. Like all we needed was like someone to be there for him and to be like.
Yeah, they didn't need to do that. I was kind of weirded out by them being like together.
Why? Because she seems so young and Denzel's old as fuck.
I don't know. It was just like
that was my thing. To me, and I don't know how old she was.
Two addicts, bro.
Huh?
Two addicts. It's not good.
Well, yeah, but that's usually how it is.
Yeah, you're right.
But like to me, it was just weird. Like I felt like she was so young.
She was, and he
And
was
he
old.
was so old. I don't know how old she really was. She could have been older and she just looked good for her age. But like, I don't know. Like I just did, like I just hate it because I love Denzel. Like most people do. He's a great actor.
He killed the role.
And he killed it. Yeah, he
killed
killed
the
it.
movie.
Yeah, I think the cast was pretty good. The cast did a good job, in my opinion.
Well, I did not expect Don Cheadle to show up in there.
Bro, I swear to God, I was
like,
watching it, boom.
what you doing in here, bro?
I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, he's cool though. He did a good job. Like they all did a good job. I think the cast was. I think the weakness was the writing.
Just too much that didn't need to be in there.
Yeah.
What did you think of the whole plane scene? Like,
I think plane scenes are always cool.
yeah,
Yeah. But like, I think that should have been the main focus, I guess.
like when I was watching it, it all happened so quickly.
Yeah.
Like him flying the plane. Like I mean, it pretty much led straight into that from the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, so quick. So like, and I literally looked at it and it was like, like 30 minutes in, and I was like, what are they gonna do for the rest of this movie?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I actually did the same thing. I paused it and I was like, that was only 30 minutes? There's like 2 hours left for this movie.
I
Like,
was
what the fuck?
I literally was like, what more can you do?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it was like mostly just like trying to talk about like alcoholism, but it just felt like whenever like shit happens in real life, and then you're like, oh man, they couldn't write like a better like this is almost like too good to be true or like too fake. Like it seems too fake to be true. That one was the reverse. It felt like just fake to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you thought that too. You can feel free to disagree with me.
What do you like?
I guess like it just felt
Explain
like
more.
okay, like a good example of like a good like drug story is Euphoria. Like I think everybody loves Euphoria. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of unnecessary sex in that show, but like like it just, you definitely like feel the struggle that like Zendaya's character goes through. And I feel like in this case,
You don't feel the struggle as much.
it's not like you don't feel it. It's just like it just feels like so like it feels like forced.
For like him just drinking and all that.
Yeah,
like that?
because it's like he threw away all that shit, right? And the next day he like bought. And you're just like, come on, bro, like.
Yeah, and
That's dumb.
even that scene where he was like it was towards the end where he was gonna go do the big thing to like, I guess seal the deal with the whole
Yeah.
case and everything. And he stayed the night in the hotel, no drinks, and then he went in the next room
Yeah.
and had the fridge full of alcohol, and
Yeah.
he just like set it there, walked away. I was like, my boy.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and just snatches it.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's kind of like what you expect from an addict. Like that's the point. And that's kind of like I thought it was kind of cool, how like he was like, I need help, by the
Mhm.
end of it, which I guess we're kind of spoiling, but it's okay.
It's fine, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know, man. There was something about it that I just didn't like, and I think it was just the weakness. Because like the actors did really well. I think like the DP director did very well. Like the shots were good. I think the story flowed well. Like they edited it well, but it was just too damn fucking long. I think that's my only problem.
Can't stress that more. If
And
it
then-
was shorter, bro, it would have been
Yeah,
a better rating.
And then
for me.
the writing was just so off. Like I don't know. Like I was just watching and something just felt like not good about it.
Just didn't feel natural. Huh?
Yeah. Like I feel like it just felt forced.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, I can agree.
And maybe part of that is in the acting, Which I don't mean I'm wrong. Like it's fucking Denzel Washington. So like I don't think that's the case. I don't think it was him. I think it was just like it just felt like weird. And maybe it's just the fact that like, he had to be like so low key because of what happened. Like maybe that's why it felt so like forced. But dude, I don't know. Like it just felt like fake to me. Like it just wasn't believable. I don't know. I don't know if you feel that too.
I can see where you're coming from, and I can agree to like an extent. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like
Any other points we want to touch?
I think I got everything I wanted to say out the way.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
You?
Too fucking long.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to like.
Like hate on it or anything.
Yeah, and like I said at the beginning, like or maybe I said it in the one we recorded before this, but like I do study film, and don't get me wrong, I get how fucking hard, all of it can be, including like writing is so fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to like hate, and be like they didn't do a good job because in my opinion, like at the end of the day, like they did. I said there was more good than bad.
Yeah.
But it's just something about it just felt off, didn't feel right. I found myself like not getting bored, but like pausing every once in a while, like how much time do I have left?
Yeah, kind of like looking at the time. I was doing the same thing.
Yeah. Did you watch it by yourself?
No, I did not.
But you didn't care. You paused that bitch and you're like, I'm fucking love this movie. Like
Yeah.
I think okay, well no, let's go to the final question.
Okay.
Okay, so do you think it's worth the watch / I guess like do you think it's like worth going out of your way to go back and watch it?
Or even going out of your way to watch it in general.
So I'm saying like yeah, like well you know like what I mean by going back is like it came out like 11 years ago.
Okay. So having already seen it, but going back and watching it again?
No, I'm saying like,
Not
like
seeing
if someone today, yeah, right, like were to like go back, out of their way, go on Showtime, watch this fucking movie. Like, would you recommend it or no?
No.
No, me neither.
I wouldn't.
Me neither, bro.
I wouldn't.
I feel like the only way this movie is like good enough to watch is like you pausing it halfway through and like coming back
To it later. If that's the case, yeah. Or if it's like you can watch like bits and pieces of it, because all you need to see is really the beginning and the fucking end.
Yep.
Like
you get the whole fucking film.
Yeah, you can skip the fucking rest. Like put that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Like
4 times.
I think like I think literally like with the beginning and the plane scene, maybe just
Bits
how
and
I'd
pieces
fix
in
it.
the middle, I guess.
Just like like drag it on a little bit, show how strong his alcoholism is, and then drag the ending out a little bit. Because in my opinion, I think the strongest points in this film was the beginning and the end.
And those were the 2 shortest things.
Yeah, and they were the most like attention grabbing. Like let me fucking like
exactly
pull me in that bitch. I know
what I'm
fucking
saying?
hearings aren't 20 minutes long or like 10 minutes long. They're fucking like an hour long. Like give me that shit. I love cases shit. The reason TV does so well today is because of crime shit. Like give me that shit.
But what I was saying or was getting at is like if it's on TV, like you ain't got nothing to watch. I mean, you just slap it on for a little bit.
Oh my goodness, it's a fucking hotel movie.
It is.
That's what that is.
It is.
That's
oh my god.
Where you're like flipping through TV. Yeah. And you're like, I guess I watch Flight. That's what it is. That's what it is.
It is.
Oh my god, that's a new rating, bro. Is it worth the watch? Yes, no. Hotel movie.
Hotel movie.
Hotel movie.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'll watch it. Yeah. All right, but that's it.